So, you ever hear politicians on the news throwing around the letters GDP? It sounds super complicated, like something you'd need a PhD to understand. But honestly, it's not that deep. Think of gross domestic product, or GDP, as South Africa's total paycheck for the year. It's the value of every single thing we made and every service we provided inside our borders. From the cars built in Geberha, to the Vetkoek sold at a taxi rank in Soweto, to the data you're using to read this right now, it all gets added up. It's the country's annual salary slip. And just like your own salary, you want to see that number go up, not down. Why does this big number matter to you? Sitting in traffic on the M1 or trying to buy groceries? Well, a rising GDP is a sign that the country's economy is healthy and growing. It means more businesses are opening, more people are getting hired, and there's more money flowing around. It's like when your favorite local spaza shop starts doing so well that they hire your cousin to help out. A bigger national paycheck means, hopefully, more opportunities for everyone to get a slice of the pie. It's the economic engine of the nation. This brings us to something called the multiplier effect, which sounds like a superhero power but is actually just simple economics. Imagine the government decides to build a new stadium. They hire construction workers, right? Those workers now have money to spend. They go buy groceries, they get haircuts, they take their families out. The grocery store owner and the barber now have more money, so they might hire more staff or buy a new car. Now let's talk about our money, the rand. You'll often hear people say the rand is strong or weak. What does that even mean? It's not like the rand has been hitting the gym. It's all about what our money can buy from other countries. Think of it like this. A strong rand is like having a VIP pass at the global shopping mall, American store, European store. Your rands buy a whole lot. That new iPhone, that fancy German car, because your money has more buying power. On the flip side, a weak rand is like showing up with almost expired coupons. Your money doesn't stretch as far. That same iPhone now costs a fortune. Whole stacks of rands per dollar. Okay, so how do you actually figure this all out? When you walk into a bank or look online, you'll see a currency rate sheet. It looks like a menu at a restaurant you can't afford, but it's actually pretty simple once you know how to read it. The most common format you'll see is based on how many rands you need to buy 1 unit of a foreign currency. It's all about the number 1. Here's what the board might look like. USD 1 equals 18 rand and 25 cents. This means $1 will cost you 18 rands and 25 cents. Let's break it down with a simple conversion. Say you're shopping online and find a cool gadget for $100. To figure out the cost in rand, you just multiply. $100 multiplied by 18.25 equals 1,825 rand. Simple as that. Now you know that gadget is going to cost you nearly 2,000 rand before you even think about shipping. Now what if you're going the other way? Let's say you're a tourist visiting Cape Town from the UK and you want to know how many rands your 500 pounds will get you. You check the rate sheet and see. GBP 1 equals 23 rand and 50 cents. 500 pounds multiplied by 23.5 equals a cool 11,750 rand. Suddenly, you're a rand millionaire. Well, not quite. But you've got a lot of spending money for your trip. Now just when you think you've got it all figured out, you'll notice something tricky on the currency rate sheet. There are 2 different prices listed for each currency, a buy rate, a sell rate. This is where the banks make their money. It's not a scam, it's just business. Think of the bank as a shop that sells foreign money. When you want to buy foreign currency from them, like dollars for your trip to New York, the bank will sell it to you at a higher price. This is called the bank selling rate, or BSR. It's basically their retail price for the money. So, if you're going overseas, you need to look at the BSR. For example, the board might say the bank selling rate for US dollars is 18 rand 50. But what happens when you come back from your trip with leftover dollars? Now you want to sell your dollars back to the bank and get rands. The bank will buy the dollars from you, but at a lower price. This is the bank buying rate, or BBR. For instance, the bank buying rate for US dollars might be 18 rand. That 50-cent difference between the selling rate and the buying rate is called the spread. That's the bank's profit margin for providing the currency exchange service. Exchange rates are the puppet masters of international travel. They pull the strings that decide whether a country is an affordable paradise or a ridiculously expensive destination. For tourists coming to South Africa, a weak rand is like a dream come true. When the rand is trading at, say, 18 rand to the dollar, a visitor from America can have an incredible holiday. A 900 rand dinner at a fancy restaurant in Cape Town only costs them $50. A 3,600 rand safari drive is a manageable $200. Their money stretches so far that they can afford to stay longer, do more activities, and spend more on souvenirs. This is fantastic for South Africa's tourism industry. A weak rand acts like a massive sale sign hanging over the country, attracting visitors from all over the world. Hotels, tour operators, restaurants, local crafters. It creates jobs and boosts our national paycheck, our GDP. But what about when we, as South Africans, want to travel? That's when the tables are turned. A weak rand makes traveling to countries with strong currencies, like the USA, the UK, or most of Europe, incredibly expensive. When the rand is weak, savvy South African travelers start looking at destinations where our money still has some power: Thailand, Vietnam, or even Turkey. So, after all this talk about GDP, exchange rates, and bank fees, you might be thinking, this is a lot to remember. And you're right, but you don't need to be an economist to get the hang of it. The main idea is simple. The world's economies are all connected, and the value of our rand is our ticket to participating in that global marketplace. Understanding these basics is like learning the rules of a game you're already playing. It helps you make smarter decisions with your money, whether you're shopping online, planning a holiday, or trying to understand the news. Knowing what a strong or weak rand means helps you see the bigger picture. Petrol prices going up, likely linked to a weak rand. Tourism booming, often because our weak rand makes South Africa affordable. It connects the headlines to the price of milk in your fridge. This knowledge empowers you to understand the forces that shape your daily life and your financial well-being, taking away mystery and giving clarity. Read a currency rate sheet and do a quick conversion, a practical superpower. It prevents you from getting ripped off at a currency exchange booth and helps you budget realistically for that dream vacation. Understanding bank rates reminds you changing money has a cost. These aren't abstract. They're real tools that save money and prevent stress. Ultimately, being informed about how the rand works gives you control. Decide if now is a good time to buy that imported laptop, or if you should wait. Choose a holiday destination that won't break the bank. In a world where everything is a click away, understanding your money on the global stage matters. It's not just rands and cents. It's making your money work for you, understanding the connection between your wallet and the wider world.